Today's Bible story is about what God created on day 5. He was preparing the earth for people to live on. And he did all the other things first, because when people got here, he didn't want them to have to leave out anything that he wanted for them. So day 5 is kind of exciting. Let me read you Genesis 1:20 through 23. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly moving creatures that have life, and fowl that fly above the earth in open firmament of the heaven." And God created whales and every living creature that moveth, which is in the waters, brought forth abundantly, and after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, and saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth." And that was the evening and the morning of the 5th day. So God created all the fish and other things that live in the sea, and like eels and crabs and whales and octopus, both big and small. He made them all. Then God made the birds in the sky and the birds on the land also. And the neat thing about fish, or the creatures in the sea, they are especially able to get air or oxygen out of the water and breathe it. They have a special way of pulling in that water and just pulling the air right out of the water. We can't do that. We don't have gills or special parts to our body that make us live in the sea. And that was something especially different. It boggles the mind how God figured that out, because we certainly can't figure out how they do it totally. We understand some of it. And then the birds that fly, people have been wondering for years and years and years how to fly, until somebody figured out the shape of their wing. When you look at it, how the air goes underneath it and over it, and that makes the wobble of the air lifts them up. And they thought it was just the flapping of the wings for so long, and they didn't, and somebody figured it out. But did you know God made that way just for the birds? And we also learned that they have a way to make a family, or to recreate themselves and make more fish and more birds. They use the principle, most of them, of laying eggs, and that's how their families are raised. So they can fly in the sky, and fish can swim in the water. That's pretty nice thing. But God made the science rules that you learn in your school, that people have learned about fish and birds, about how they fly and how they can swim. This is how God made the birds and fish alive. Day 5, God made the birds and fish alive. Day 5, God made the fish and birds alive.